Welcome back. Today we are talking about kitchens. No, not that kind of kitchen. We're talking Overland kitchens and specifically what you can carry with you. Not necessarily what's in the back of a camper that you're pulling, but this is stuff that you're carrying with you. Now, before we get into this, I want to say a couple things. Number one, this is the kitchen that we had set up on our Overland trip that we went on this past summer. Number two, use the stuff you already have. Don't feel like you have to go out and buy a bunch of other stuff. And really the big thing is make sure all of this fits in whatever vehicle you have. I have the luxury of a large vehicle. Now that being said, it sometimes gets a little tight on some of the trails. Not great for rock crawling and that stuff, but I can bring just about anything I want to. So what works for me may not work for you, and that's the big thing of getting out, maybe even just these small weekend trips, but bring everything and test it out. I've done that a couple times where I've gone out just to test gear. So without further ado, Hannah, take it away.
So if you haven't picked up by now, Hannah's main responsibility on this trip is preparing the food for us. So she's gonna take us through her camp kitchen.
Alrighty. So any kitchen needs some source of heat so that you can actually cook food. We've got a Blackstone hooked up to our propane. Works pretty well. Nice black top. We've done a lot of, you can do some grilling. It's really good for breakfast hashes and stuff like that. So I really like doing that. My setup, at least surrounding the Blackstone, you got a table to hold it up at working height. I generally keep most of the supplies I'm going to be using for my meal right next to me. Paper towel, cooking utensils, and whatever else I'm going to need, and oil. This has been really nice having this little shelving unit down here. This has like my lighters, salt and pepper, more tongs, your forks, spoons, and knives, and a little egg ring, which we haven't used, but it's there. And then just like a kitchen knife. Under there, can opener, and then some extra plates. And then we've got our little off-brand jet boil thing, and a cutting board, and then some newspaper for starting fires if need be. Just having this really close to me is important. It's really easy to just bring stuff out as you need it.
And the most important part, sitting right on top.
The citronella candle, yes, very nice. And then having your trash can ready and accessible just so you can easily throw stuff in there, especially if you're working with raw meat. And then we'll move over to my lovely boxes. Most of my dry goods are in these two, the black and the green box. They kind of look like a mess, but I've got my system down with it, and everybody has their own thing, so make it work for you. Good amount of canned goods, so we've got canned chicken and beef in here, some backup canned soups if you were just like really needing something fast. Coffee, obviously, these have been really nice with our French press. Just pour a little, as much as we need in for the French press, and then just go. Spices and Nutella, peanut butter, and potatoes thrown in there, so just kind of keeping that all contained. This pot was really nice. We found a system that we could use a little grate over the Blackstone, so you could actually like warm stuff up. I use that for my buffalo chicken wraps, so I was able to like melt the cream cheese, mix it all together, and because you wouldn't be able to do that on the flat top of the Blackstone. So yeah, that's basically all the dry goods, and then some miscellaneous camping stuff, but also food related things. So extra knives, plates, bowls, more paper towel or foldable sink, more oil, wipes, French press, glasses, tin foil, the works.
Pretty much everything else.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a little bit disorganized, but like as long as you know where everything is, that's what matters. Create a system that works for you, and that's the best I can recommend.
Well, hopefully that was helpful for you. If you haven't seen the video, check it out right here and see the trip that we used this on.